We begin our 60-minute run in Miami, where the Heat were looking for their 12th consecutive win. The Kings looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. And LeBron James, before the game, went Sprite slam dunk on American Airlines Arena.
I give him a 9. If he does it on All-Star Saturday, he gets a 10.
I understand. High standards for Steve Smith. And LeBron James dunks it and gives the Heat a 2-point lead. Then LeBron in a giving mood to the Birdman, Chris Anderson.
Chris Birdman has been solid. Great pass by LeBron James. It's hard when you match him up at the 4, and then Dwayne Wade being able to finish athletically. Looks like he's back.
Wade had the Heat up 3. Kings were in this to win this throughout. Marcus Thornton slithers inside, scores, gives Sacramento a 2-point lead. They led by 2 at halftime. Mario Chalmers for 3. Miami up by 2.
You have to sink when LeBron James is coming full speed, and then they fan out to the three-point line. All those shooters, he finds them. And now D. Wade finding LeBron James in a semi-break.
6-point lead for the Heat. And then Dwayne Wade turns it over, up ahead of the pack. Tyreek Evans, not distracted by Norris Cole's due, and he ties the game at 72.
There's some talent in Sacramento. You can see hanging with the Heat. They have some bigs. They have some wings. But there's Dwayne Wade versus Cousins. Nice step back, nice knockdown. Look at Cousins.
And look at the replay. Tyreek Evans hanging on the rim. It was a bad alley-oop pass, and he let go just in time for Cousins to get the dunk and bring Sac within 2.
Yeah, that was perfect timing. That was unbelievable to see that play. Here's LeBron James, though, going right down the middle. Tyreek Evans trying to stop the big train. He couldn't. There's D. Wade cutting without the basketball.
Heat up by 7. Now the Heat extending the lead to 9 on that jumper by Wade, but back come the Kings. Clutch jumpers from Marcus Thornton. That one makes it a 5-point game. This one makes it a 2-point game with under 30 seconds left.
Wow, he's knocking down threes. 8 for 12 for the night.
Dwayne Wade fouled, missed the first, so that a chance to make it a 3-point game, so he gets another crack, and he misses this one. So it's a rebound, a sack, and a timeout. They're down 2 with 19:8 to go.
Let's see what Sacramento draws up. Isaiah Thomas, one of the best at getting his own shot, got into the lane. Good defense by Cole, but look at DeMarcus Cousins. Work, get position, and have a putback to tie it up.
Tied it at 112, but one more chance for the Heat. Wade for the win. It's off the front of the rim, and we go to overtime. Tied at 112. Dwayne Wade gets right to work. In the post, fading and hitting. Miami by 2.
That's a nice move. Being able to isolate him down on the block. You can't double team because of the shooters. But watch Isaiah Thomas step into that 3.
Sacramento takes a 1-point lead with 1:07 to go in the first overtime. LeBron fouled, missed the first, made the second, tied the game at 124. Isaiah with a chance for the lead, scoops, but no. Great rebound by LeBron James in a timeout. 5.7 left for Miami to try to win this game.
Look, Alex Salmon's got his left hand on LeBron. Right hand got a pretty good block. LeBron James wanted to foul. Goes out of bounds. Still Heat ball, right, Rick?
The referees would review it, and they would rule that it was still Heat ball and that there were 0.4 of a second remaining in the first overtime. So it's Wade to Bosch for the win.
Nice play drawn up by Spoelstra. Got a good look, just couldn't convert it, not enough time.
So they go to double overtime. Tied at 124, and it's LeBron taking over.
Knocking down that 3. He's doing an excellent job of getting his feet set. Now you can see sizing up the defense. If you're small, I'm going to shoot over you. Then I'm going to run the pick and roll in this next play. And if you try to double team me off this pick and roll, I'm just going to find the open man, which is Bosch. Good finish.
For the knockout punch in Miami. Finally beats Sacramento 141 to 129 in double overtime. Miami runs their winning streak to 12 in a row. They're 41-14 on the season. They've won 11 straight home games against the Kings and 17 of 18 overall against the Kings. The Heat are 25-3 at home. Dwayne Wade goes for a season-high 39 points. It's the most points without a free throw made. He was 0 for 2 since Wally Szczerbiak scored 44 points without a free throw made back in April of 2003. Sacramento drops to 19-40. They have lost 6 in a row. And we take a look at the longest winning streaks in Miami Heat history. Back in 04-05, they ran 14 consecutive. Also in the same year, they had another 12-game winning streak. And so with the win against Sacramento on Tuesday, the Miami Heat get a tie for second with the longest winning streaks in franchise history. And LeBron James, after the game, had these thoughts.
No matter what their record is, they're NBA players just like us. And They gave everything they had and more. But about our ball club, we don't get rattled. It don't matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. If it takes overtime, if it takes double overtime, we still find a way to win.
Tell me about this month, LeBron. I mean, this is the best month, February, in the history of the team. Best February for a player on this team that you just had. Another player of the week. I'm sure on Friday you'll be player of the month. What's the best way to describe what just happened?
We're playing some great basketball, and we coming together. We're doing it the right way. We're defending. We're executing offensively. We're sharing the ball. And also, we're not getting rattled. I mean, we've been in some crazy games this month, up or down. We've been able to stay the course and just figure out a way to get the victory.
The Stars had the ability to shine in this last overtime here. Big block to get there for Chris. Dwayne's been Dwayne. Right. You had the three to look like it was in slow motion over there.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a turnover. Rio had a turnover, but one thing about our team, we don't cry about it. We get back on D. D-Wade got a block. I was able to hit a jump shot. Chris got a block at the end of regulation, too. It did feel like slow motion, though, the whole last 10 minutes, both overtimes, man. But we wanted to keep the streak going, and, we did it.
So LeBron James with a season-high 40 and a career-high 16 assists. And we look at the players with 40-plus points and 15-plus assists in the last 25 years. LeBron James has done it twice.
You know that list, I'm looking at it, Rick. I played against every last one of those players. Even LeBron James, I caught him when he was young, and I was really, really old. Those are phenomenal numbers.
More phenomenal numbers. Jason Jackson, who was interviewing LeBron James right there, was talking about his month of February. Epic indeed. He became the first player since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back in 1983. That's before LeBron was born, to shoot 64% or better in a month. Kareem did it in March of '83, LeBron in February of 2013.
And you can see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 7'2". A lot of his buckets were close to the rim, same as LeBron, but they're more off the drive and dunk. But to shoot 64% for a month, not a game, not a week, a month, and you're winning games, and you're throwing dimes out, and you're defending and rebounding the basketball. It was a phenomenal month. I think this is one of those months that we will look back in history 20 or 30 years to talk about what kind of run he had. Can anybody match this type of run?
I like his chances to win Eastern Conference Player of the Month for February.
Where to go out on a limb?
Just putting that out there. Shaquille O'Neal would be comfortable on that limb, by the way. And for Ray Allen, very comfortable behind the three-point line. Obviously, 5 of 10 from deep in this game, 21 points. He was big in this victory.
Well, he's huge. We know he can knock down shots, and the closer it gets to playoffs, the bigger the game, the more timely threes he will knock down. I think when you get a chance to assess this Miami Heat team with Ray Allen on the court at the end of games, yes, it's a little funky when you start talking about Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Shane Battier, and maybe Chris Bosh, and maybe a point guard, Mario Chalmers, somebody in and out. It's hard to go with that lineup throughout the entire game. But end of games, how can you really stop them when you have shooter, and two guys that attack and Chris Bosh that can knock down the 15-footer and stand at the top of the key? That's a lineup you don't want to have to match. And defensively, they can hide Ray Allen, they can hide other guys because LeBron James makes up so much room because of his athleticism.
The Heat, 10 of 23 from three-point range in this win over Sacramento, and they get 10 points and 3 rebounds, 4 or 5 from the field in just under 17 minutes from Chris Anderson. What does he bring to the Miami attack?
Well, he brings energy. He brings a guy that's athletic, that can run the court. He gets some big-time stops. I like that Chris Anderson came in shape. You know, the Miami Heat called his number. He was ready to go. He got a 10-day, and I think he's there for the rest of the season right now. I think they might have found that guy that they were looking for that can come in, rebound, defend, do the little thing, take charges, and just get in the way and get under your skin. That's what he'll do.